Jungkook brought you to his penthouse with him that once belongs to you as well. You were standing in the living room looking at things. Everything feels strangely familiar, yet you remember nothing. He walked behind you. He knew that bringing you here would definitely help you remembering some moments your past life that you shared with him. These walls, this furniture, in fact, every bit of this house was redesigned by you. You hated the dark theme that I always kept in my house. You wanted to make it likable. You put a life in this lifeless house. You made it home. You swallowed your eyes, scaring the whole room, making you feel a strange connection before they fell on a large photo frame hung on a wall covering it half. You walked near that. There were countless photo frames of you and Jungkook looking like a cute and happy couple. You traced them with your fingers and suddenly a memory flashed in your mind. Jungkook, please, it will going to be fun. Those pictures will be our forever memories. When we will get old, we will see how young and happy we were once. Please. Jungkook sighed and looked at you. Wyan, I don't like taking these pictures and all, plus I don't have time, so don't insist. You left his hand and looked at him mad. You were completely emotionless. Go do your work. I won't ask for anything from now on. You left the room in anger while he sighed. Her wishes are always childlike. Later in the evening, you were standing in the balcony, a little upset with Jungkook as he didn't take you seriously, when there was a knock on the door. Come. Your mates came and bowed in front of you. You noticed they were carrying different bags and stuff. You looked at everything confused. What's in these bags and who sent these? Madam, Sir John is waiting for you outside. He has sent these dresses and some jewelry so that you can get ready for your photo shoot. Everything is ready outside. Your mouth opened in surprise slightly and a smile appeared on your face. You knew no matter how cold he shows he is, he can never say no to any of your wishes. You came in the living room after getting ready while a wide smile on your face. Jungkook's heart skipped a beat when he saw you. You ran to him and jumped in his arms, making him smile a little. You are really a tease. Why were you acting like you were not interested earlier, and what happened to you now? Jungkook brushed a strand of your hair behind your ear. Because I can't see you upset, especially because of me. You smiled. Thank you so much. Now let's go. He nodded. A tear left from your eyes when that memory flashed in front of your eyes. Is this true? If we were so happy together, if everything was going well between us, then what happened? How did we fall apart? You said, turning towards him while Jungkook came closer to you. Because I was not strong enough to protect you. Everything happened in front of my eyes and I didn't able to do anything, like a helpless person. I'm sorry, Wyan. I was a terrible person in your life, but I'm nothing without you. One can never change what's written in the destiny. If you were a terrible person, we must have never got another chance. I will do every possible thing to remember my past. I want to find out how much truth is there in everything. Until then, I will ask you to help me. He nodded. He wanted to touch you, love you, feel your warmth, but he can't do anything. You were still far away from his reach even after being so close. I will help with everything until you remember each and every bit of our love, the time we have shared together, the time we lived for each other. You swallowed, but there was still no emotion on your face. Even if it's a slow start, wouldn't it be better that she will remember everything? You should not give up. Jungkook's eyes showing the pain that was making his heart ache. I will never give up on her, Hyun. Even if I have to keep going until my last breath, I will never going to give up. It all started with me. She sacrificed her life for me without a second thought. I can never repay that no matter what I do. But it's hard for me to not want her, to not hug her or touch her when she's right in front of me. It makes my heart ache. I want her to remember everything quickly. I want my Vian to know how much I love her. Suga sat beside him and rubbed his back while Jungkook cried silently, leaning his head against his hands. Everything will be fine, Jungkook. Just be patient. You will live like before with her again. Why did you keep everything from me? Why didn't you tell me about Jungkook, about my past? Why did you keep me away from him? Your voice was heavy with emotions. Namjoon turned towards you. I never wanted you to have any memory of that man. He was the reason for your misery, Vian. You almost lost your life because of him. I would never want you to go back to him again. You shook your head, feeling a mixture of anger and sorrow. But he's my husband, Oppa. I had a right to know. Namjoon looked shocked. Are you in touch with Jungkook? What is he trying to make you believe? You took a deep breath, trying to steady your emotions. He's been coming to the cafe where I work. He claims we were married. I didn't believe him at first, but I've started remembering things. Namjoon's eyes filled with concern and anger. Vian, you can't trust him. He's dangerous. He put your life in danger once, and he could do it again. But I remember loving him. I remember feeling safe with him. You can't just erase that part of my life because you think it's best. Your voice trembled and eyes filled with tears. Namjoon stood up while his fist clenched. I did what I thought was right. I did it to protect you. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you again. You had no right to make that decision for me. I deserve to know the truth. I deserve to choose for myself. If he wasn't good for me, he wouldn't have been wanting me to remember everything crazily. Even though I don't remember things that clearly, I'm once again falling for him, Oppa. Namjoon's shoulders slumped and he looked away, guilt and sadness etched on his face. I'm sorry, Vian. I thought I was protecting you, but I can see now that I was wrong. You took a step closer while your eyes searching his. I know you care about me. I understand your love, but I need to figure this out on my own, Oppa. I need to confront my past, even if it's painful, and I need you to let me do that. Namjoon nodded slowly while his expression softened. I understand, but please be careful. I still don't believe him. You nodded. Time will tell everything. He walked away from there while Namjoon sighed and sat on his chair. He knew he can't keep you away from the truth anymore. I just wish to be the best for you. If your destiny has written with Jungkook once again, I won't be a hurter. But if something happened to you this time, I won't leave him alive. After your work, you were closing the cafe. These days you don't really able to pay attention to your work. Your mind always filled with the thoughts of past. You're still trying to remember your memories with Jungkook, but it's not easy. Those flashbacks comes mostly when you are with Jungkook. But there's no denying that you are again falling for him. Even though you have faded memories of the past, you were wrapping up things when Jungkook approached you. You managed to give him a smile in return. Done with work? You nodded. I don't think I'm paying any attention to it these days. He came near. Vian, can I take you somewhere? It's a place that was very special to us. You hesitated for a moment, then nodded. Okay. Jungkook led you to his car and the drive was mostly silent, filled with a mix of curiosity and nervousness. As the city lights faded, you found yourself driving down a winding road leading to the outskirts of town. He parked the car near a secluded area and you both got out. The path was familiar, yet your mind struggled to grasp the memories. Jungkook held out his hand and after a moment's hesitation you took it. His touch was warm and reassuring. As you walked through the woods, the sound of leaves crunching beneath your feet, you felt a strange sense of calm. After a few minutes, you reached a clearing, and there it was, a small hidden sanctuary. It was a beautiful spot with a serene lake surrounded by tall trees, their leaves gently rustling in the evening breeze. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the water. Jungkook smiled softly and turned towards you. This place, we used to come here all the time. It was our escape from the world, a place where we could just be ourselves. You looked around feeling a sense of deja vu. It's beautiful. You whispered. He led you to a large flat rock near the water's edge. You both sat down, the memories tugging at the edges of your mind. Jungkook pulled out a small, worn-out notebook from his jacket and handed it to you. You used to write here. You always said that this place inspired you. You opened the notebook and saw pages filled with your handwriting, poems, sketches, and little notes. One entry caught your eyes, dated a few months before the incident. This place feels like magic. It's where Jungkook and I came to be ourselves away from the chaos. Today he finally agreed to do that photo shoot with me. I can't wait to see him in those cute poses, even if he's embarrassed. A smile tugged at your lips as a memory surfaced. You turned to Jungkook. I remember convincing you to do that photo shoot. You were so embarrassed. Jungkook chuckled. Yeah, I remember. I thought those poses were ridiculous, but you were so excited, I couldn't say no to you. Flashbacks flooded your mind. Jungkook standing awkwardly in a cute outfit, you laughing as you directed him, and the way his expression softened when he saw how happy it made you. The memory was bittersweet, a glimpse into a past filled with love and joy. Jungkook's voice brought you back to the present. I know this is overwhelming, Ryan, but I want to bring you here because this place holds so many of our memories. I thought maybe it will help you remember. You looked at him, tears welling up in your eyes. I don't remember everything, but being here, it feels right. It feels like I'm where I belong to. Thank you for bringing me. He reached out, gently wiping away a tear from your cheek. I'll wait as long as it takes for you to remember. Just know that I love you and I always will. After hours of talking and sharing stories, Jungkook suggested staying at night. He set up a small campfire and you both sat close, the warmth of the fire contrasting with the cool night air. Ryan, do you remember the first time we camped out here? He said softly, looking into your eyes. You closed your eyes, letting the memory surface. We stayed up all night talking about our dreams and fears. You promised you'd always protect me, and I still do. He whispered, reaching out to take your hand. The fire crackled softly, casting flickering shadow around you. As you sat there, you felt a strong pull towards Jungkook, a magnetic force that you couldn't resist. The way he looked at you with so much love and hope made your heart ache with the desire to remember everything. You moved closer while your bodies inches apart. Jungkook's hand gently cupped your cheek, while his thumb brushing away a stray tear. Ryan, I love you. No matter what, I will always be here for you. Something inside you clicked. You leaned in, your lips meeting his in a tender, lingering kiss. The kiss deepened, fueled by the emotion that had been building between you. It was like finding a missing piece of yourself, a part that had been lost for too long. Jungkook's arms wrapped around you, pulling you closer. The fire's warmth seemed to envelop you both, creating a cocoon of safety and love. You pulled back slightly, looking into his eyes. Jungkook, I remember more now. I remember us. He smiled while his eyes shining with unshed tears. Tell me. You took a deep breath. I remember the night we got married. How nervous you were, but how happy. And the first time we came here, how you held me when I was scared. I remember the photo shoot and how much you hated those cute poses, but you did them for me. Jungkook's smile widened. I did, didn't I? Because seeing you happy was worth everything. You nodded, tears streaming down your face. I remember when we first made love, how gentle and loving you were, how you made me feel safe and cherished. His expression softened with love and longing. Ryan, I have missed you so much. Every day without you has been like a part of me was missing. You reached up, pulling him down into another kiss. This one was urgent and passionate. The emotions of the night and the rekindled memories made the moment electric. You both stood up. Jungkook guided you inside the cottage. As you lay in Jungkook's arms, you felt a profound sense of peace. The pieces of your past was falling into place, and for the first time in a long while, you felt whole. Jungkook held you close, his fingers gently tracing patterns on your skin. I love you, Ryan, and I promise we'll make new memories together. You smiled, your heart full. I love you too, Jungkook. Thank you for never giving up on me. As the night embraced you both, you knew that this was the beginning of a new chapter in your love story. One where you would face the future together with the strength of your rekindled love guiding you. Do you remember the time we painted the nursery together? We argued over the colors for hours. He spoke softly, breaking the silence while his fingers playing with your hair. You laughed lightly, recalling the memory. Yes, and you finally gave in and let me choose the pastel blue. But you added those little stars on the ceiling without telling me. It was a beautiful surprise. He chuckled. I just wanted it to be perfect for you, for us. Those moments, Ryan, they were everything to me. You looked into his eyes, feeling a rush of warmth. I remember the way you looked at me during our wedding dance, as if I was the only person in the world. You made me feel so loved. Jungkook kissed your forehead gently. You were, and you still are, the only one for me. No matter what happens, I'll always be by your side. This time, I won't let you go away from me, ever. A tear slipped down your cheek. I don't want to forget us again. I want to hold on to these memories and create new ones with you. He tightened his embrace. We will, together, we'll make sure of it. You lay there in his arms. The night changed everything for you. With each memory that you remember, you felt your love deepen for him. You knew no matter what, he's your home. Destiny once again brought you together, and you proved that your love was so strong that you come out of the mouth of death just for him.